Hi everybody, and welcome to Jimmy Draws Art. Well, today I happen to be in a drawing mood, and honestly, I don't know what I'm going to draw. I am also trying something new. Just before I am starting this drawing, I am writing my thoughts onto this document here that I am reading from at this time. I want to give you my thoughts as I go through this drawing as they are fresh in my mind. So what am I thinking right now? I am feeling discouraged. I look at this blank drawing table and blank page and I am wondering what I am going to draw. I do have a few ideas of what I want to draw, but those ideas are a bit advanced to jump into, and honestly, I feel that right now it might be a bit much and I need to work up to them. So it has been a little while since I have drawn, and I have a lot on my mind right now. Things that I will discuss at a later time in this video here, but right now I am deciding to maybe look up some old drawing poses that I have stored on the computer, and maybe whatever speaks to me, I will draw that. I used to do that when I didn't know what to draw. I used to draw random women in different poses I collected from random websites that I came across, mostly from Google image searches. These images were poses that I thought that were interesting poses that I found when I was searching for other ideas in the past. And when I was done with these random artworks, I would look at the art that I drew, and a name for the girl I drew would pop into my head, and that is what I would call the artwork that I drew. As I'm finishing this section of the drawing, I am thinking that this will turn out alright, I think. I am not sure as to how I want to proceed with this drawing that I'm working on. I think that I want to stick with this drawing traditionally and work with the Copic markers and pen and ink. But there is another thing that I am thinking is possibly just working with the pen and ink only. It's a medium that I haven't worked on for quite a while now. I will probably refine the pencils a bit more, I think, shade in the areas I think will need more darkening, try to get more of a feel for this drawing, because as I'm working on the sketch here, I am feeling the need to explore how this drawing will work, and I think I will see how the pencils will look first. Working in the pencils are much more forgiving than ink, so let's try the pencils first. Also, I wanted to ask you, let me know in the comments on how you like the new lighting that I'm using. I added another lamp to the setup, and I am using some brighter bulbs in the lamps. So I have a total of 2 lamps now shining down on the drawing. I am trying to cut down on the shadows for my hand, but that doesn't seem to work all that well, and because I'm using my old cell phone for recording it, it didn't like the extra light that I added to the surface. I had to play with the exposure settings to make it play right. It was projecting these dark bars from the camera, and it was showing up on the recording. It was pretty annoying, but I think I got it fixed and it seems to be playing nicely. So my main thoughts as I'm doing the pencils here, I really like how the pencils are coming out here. I hope that you like it as well, because I am also thinking of leaving the pencils here as is. Sometimes it's how this happens. As I am experimenting with a look, sometimes I want to keep it. And in this case, I don't think I want to ruin this drawing with a mistake with the ink. And I think I will just preserve the pencils and just make this pencil drawing. I also had some thoughts that I wanted to talk about during the beginning of this video. What are these thoughts? Well, they were the kind that was keeping me from doing videos and mostly drawings. I was having the thoughts of why was I doing this, and why do I keep beating this dead horse? The kind of questions that bring self-doubt. And one of the things that I was thinking is maybe I need a name change. If you have been following the channel, you know that my name is not Jimmy, but Brian. Jimmy was a name that I took on as it was the name of a character that I created. But right now, I am thinking that maybe it's time for a name change, a new look. Honestly, I'm not sure. Leave a comment below if you have something to say, or if you also went through the same thing. Anyway, so back to the drawing. So I think right now I will take a heavier lead pencil than what I'm using right now and start shading in the darker areas of the drawing to get more of a shading going here. What I usually do for my sketching is I usually use a 4H pencil. It's a harder lead pencil, so the markings are soft and easier to erase. If I use the basic HB lead, it will get a little darker, and sometimes if I want to go really dark, I have a special pencil called an ebony pencil that I use that is a really dark and thick lead. So as I think of this last part, I have finished the drawing, and I will tell you my final thoughts as to how the drawing finishes. Overall, I like how it turned out. It's kind of funny how simple sketches turn me out of a mood. You see, drawing is something that does bring me joy in my life. I feel happier when I finish a drawing. So this drawing does have its mistakes. When I finished this drawing and scanned it into the computer, I brought it into Photoshop to clean up the image for the final image that you will see here at the end of this video and for all my social media posts. I actually ended up flipping the canvas to see how it balanced out, and the face was a bit crooked and the balance was slightly off. You know, I probably could have fixed that, but I think that is one of the joys of drawing traditionally. I like how this turned out, and I invite you to comment below on what you think of the finished drawing too. I love how the pencils turned out in this drawing. I really do love the work in this medium here. It's calm and relaxing to me to draw like this. Sometimes it's great to get lost in a drawing that you really didn't plan on drawing. Kind of like how I did here. At first I wasn't sure what I wanted to draw. I just sat and looked through a bunch of reference pictures that I had on the computer, and I waited for one that spoke to me. So overall, yes, I am happy with how this drawing came out. If you're happy too, please comment below on what you think of the drawing, but I think that this is the end of the video. So be sure to give this video a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this in the future. I may even do other things too. I do have plans, I just need to get off my lazy bum and do them. Okay, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you with the next video. Thanks, and bye-bye.